My name is Dr. Chad Brown, President of Zane State College. I would like to welcome PTK members, inductees, parents and family, Zane State College employees, and others tuning in. Just more than a year ago, colleges were scrambling to create alternative to live events for commencements, induction ceremonies, and a whole host of public events. Few of us could have imagined that a year later we would be architects of better virtual ceremonies rather than returning to face-to-face activities. 2020 was a difficult year for everyone, and while 2021 may not be shaping up exactly the way we expected, it does feel like the sun is beginning to rise. So if we define 2020 as a year of adversity, that shines a special light on our purpose here, to welcome the newest members of the Phi Theta Kappa, Alpha 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 chapter. PTK students represent those who have gone above and beyond in their academic pursuits. However, this is especially true for each of you. For more than a year, each of you have faced significant disruption to your academic studies, yet still here you are. Not only are each of your personal achievements commendable, but the chapters as well. As a group, you have learned how to work together as a virtual team, a skill that I believe will be highly sought as you enter your careers. Finally, I would be remiss if I failed to mention your PTK advisor, Beth Bond. Beth recently completed PTK's 5-star advisor program, all in an effort to better support you and help build a stronger chapter at Zane State College. I am so very proud of each one of you, and I look forward to seeing what you're going to accomplish next. On behalf of all the employees at Zane State College, congratulations.
It is my honor to be the advisor of the Alpha 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 chapter of Phi Theta Kappa here at Zane State College. Our chapter has over 800 members and alumni, and today I have the pleasure of welcoming 51 new members into this honored society. Our members have moved mountains to forward our chapter this year. In the past 12 months, the chapter has gone from a 2-star to a 5-star chapter. This achievement required many hours of collaborative work and community outreach in an unprecedented time. The chapter was also recognized as a REACH chapter for the 2nd year in a row for the outstanding recruitment efforts, exceeding regional and national averages. Although the pandemic has impacted campus groups intensely and our light may be a little dimmed this year, we are determined to continue making a difference on campus and in the community. We are already regrouping and making plans for the rest of the calendar year. By responding to your invitation, you have opened the door to many resources towards your continued success. The more involved you get with the chapter, the more the chapter can offer you. I encourage each of you to reach out and begin your journey, making lifelong friends, giving back to the community, and practicing skills the employers are looking for. We will soon be sending out the call for officers for our next academic year. I hope that you will consider a leadership position and help this chapter continue its success. I would like to leave you with a quote from a fellow Ohioan, Lewis Howes, who captured the notion of hard work it takes to succeed. The same hard work you have shown in the face of adversity and the unknown this past year to earn your candidacy into this prestigious fellowship. No one is going to hand me success. I must go out and get it myself. That's why I'm here, to dominate, to conquer, both the world and myself. To each of you watching, I now present each of our new inductees.
Abby Gregg, Tommy Starcher, Madeline Gillenwater, Nathan Jones, Livia Large, Amy Burkhart, Kendall Mackey, Trevor Bowen, Destiny Taylor, Kylie Duval, Emma Gross, Carrie Kuhar, Hannah Fulkerson, Emma McPeak, Cara Loader, Kelsey Jameson, Carrie Butcher, Rachel Snyder, Lauren Wiley, Brandy Casey, Josie Schaefer, Haley Barr, Alicia Work, Keegan Busa, Alyssa Wolf, Stephen Yorko, Aaron O'Connor, Nicole Evans, Dalton Drake, Hannah Gadd, Olivia Smith, Vondalyn Strauss, Julie Schroeder, William Klein, Stephen Moody, Callie Savage, Justin Bathrick, Sydney Daniels, Connor Reed, Alejandro Marin Duran, Ashley Craig, Treva Hamp, Elijah Demmerling, Kirk Richards, Madison Archer, Jaron Garber, Ariel Weir.
Dawn Toneman, Sailor Hessel, Misty Hamilton, Heather Shepard, Brooke Graham, Kim Atkinson, Beth Vaughn, Amy Wilson, Kayla Wise Bucky, Jason Lanning, Dan Amspaugh, Connie Browning, Carrie Weimer,
Honored Chapter President and fellow Phi Theta Kappa members, I am pleased to present to you these candidates for membership in our Honor Society. These students have fulfilled all requirements for membership and have been selected because they have chosen scholarship, leadership, service, and fellowship as their hallmarks. I recommend them for acceptance in the Alpha 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 chapter of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society.
You are about to be inducted into a scholarly fellowship which embraces community colleges not only of your own state, but that of the nation and the world. This fellowship is Phi Theta Kappa, and your chapter is Alpha Alpha Alpha. After induction, you will find among the members an atmosphere of scholarship to which you must give of yourself in order that the organization may be meaningful to you. Your acculturation into our society is the embodiment of the following quote by Martin Luther King Jr. "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy."
This torch, symbolic of knowledge, is the servant of wisdom, which dwells with prudence and leads in the way of righteousness, in the midst of the paths of judgment.
These white roses typify purity and beauty of life. Their white buds signify intellectual associations. May this rose be a symbol of our newly formed intellectual friendship.
This is the emblem of Phi Theta Kappa. It consists of a golden slab keyed at the top and bottom. The golden field, like the escutcheon on our coat of arms, refers to the golden opportunities that abound on every hand for society folk to evidence their culture and perform good works. Since gold is the most noble of metals, it shall have further significance to our society, for it shall represent that nobility attained by those who achieved intellectual leadership.
Across the slab, you will observe a black band. It represents the three ideals which bind us together, and the cultural self-control which is the necessary foundation for true wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Shining through the black enamel background are the three Greek letters, which are the initials of the Greek words meaning wisdom, aspiration, and purity.
Behind the band is a wreath, on the other side composed of oak leaves, and on the other laurel. The oak leaves stand for stability and strength of character, as symbolized by sturdy oak. The graceful, curly leaves of the laurel signify achievement and success, all attributes for membership in our society.
Above the band is the representation of the head of Athena, a symbol of learning. In the base appear the Greek letters meaning light, the light of knowledge and learning, the common ideal for members of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. This badge stands as a symbol for the high idealism of our organization and membership in our select group.
You have studied the constitution of this organization, the purpose of which is to foster a spirit of devotion, to study and to scholarly ideals among its members, and whose principles are embodied in the Greek letters, which stand for wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Now that the standards and ideals of this organization have been fully revealed to you, you come to complete the pledge, which admits you into the complete fellowship.
Repeat after me. I, say your name, do solemnly promise on this day of May to uphold the standards of Phi Theta Kappa and to keep this object and aim in mind, and I do solemnly pledge allegiance to my fellow members and promise to aid them in all worthy endeavors.
I am Marcy Moore, Dean of Business, Engineering, and Information Technologies, and it is my absolute honor to have been asked to provide closing remarks for this virtual 2021 Phi Theta Kappa induction ceremony. Inductees and guests, thank you for celebrating this achievement with us. As Dr. Brown mentioned in his opening remarks, 1 year ago, we were faced with an abrupt shift in the way we lived, both personally and professionally. We had to face the world in a way that we had never thought possible, and we had to cancel in-person gatherings such as classes, holiday celebrations, concerts, and induction ceremonies, just to name a few. Who knew going to the grocery store would be the main reason we would leave our homes and become the highlight of our week? The term adversity has been mentioned during this ceremony. I would like to offer the word resiliency, which comes after the adverse situation. While there is a proper definition of resiliency, the one I like best is more visual in nature. Pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. Some people do not have the tools, either internal or external, in order to come out on the other side of something adverse. However, I believe all of you have proven that you do. Whether you had ever been resilient before or this pandemic was the first time, you have succeeded in not allowing an external force to get in your way of accomplishing your goals. You pulled yourselves up by your bootstraps and persevered. One of my favorite singer-songwriters is Eric Church, otherwise known as the Chief. He wrote a song called Some of It, and the it refers to knowledge and wisdom acquired throughout life. The chorus includes these lines. Some of it you learn the hard way, some of it you read on a page. And I think that those lines are fitting to describe your time in college. You may have a funny story, or at least a humbling one, about something you learned the hard way. And you most definitely can talk with others about something you have read on many pages. To all of our 2021 inductees, I wish you the very best in your future endeavors, and congratulations on this outstanding accomplishment. Your resiliency in the face of adversity is to be commended and something you should always look back on and be forever proud of.